March of 2011. I'll do a little pullout here. This is from Mr. Beale to Gina McCarthy. You mentioned the and so he's sending this note back to her via email. You mentioned the meeting you have with Intel, etc. tomorrow. Do you want to see if I can break away from Langley to attend that meeting with you? I'm not sure, but I'll try if you want. So it's out there. He's perpetuating this myth that he's at the CIA. By mid-2012, Gina McCarthy knows about it. He directly reports to Gina McCarthy. You're encouraging Gina McCarthy to pursue this, but it's not until spring or until late winter. It's in the January or February, March timeframe of 2013 that she actually inquires about this, and the IG is telling us they figured it out in a week. I don't understand, and again, Mr. Chairman, this is why I think we need Gina McCarthy here, why it took her 8 months, at least, if not more. It looks like she had known about this for a couple of years. It's her direct report. And remember, Mr. Chairman, during this time, he's never even showing up to work. The guy didn't show up for years, not a single day. And he's being paid at a pay level above and beyond what's allowed by statute. I think she has at least some responsibility and some questions to answer. Now, my time's short, I'm sorry. Mr. Brenner, what was the purchase, when you bought the home with Mr. Beale back in the early 80s, what was the purchase price? Can you please put the microphone on? You'd think he'd have that by now.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the purchase price of the home.
Come on. You don't have any clue what the purchase price of that home was. What was the selling price of that home?
And I don't remember the selling price, but it was.
When did you sell that? When did you sell that home?
What I remember is it was done at market values. Mr. Beale purchased my share of the house.
How much?
In the late 1990s.
How much did he pay you for that house?
He paid me somewhere on the order of $30,000 or $40,000.
So your original purchase price, you have no idea and you don't know what the sell price is, but he wrote you a check for $30,000 or $40,000. When did you get that $30,000 or $40,000?
I'm sorry, I misunderstood your question. You asked about the price of the house. The portion that I put into the purchase of the house was somewhere around $10,000 in 1983 or 4, somewhere in there. And then when Mr. Beale decided to purchase my share of the house, it was for a number like $30,000 or $40,000 about 14 years later.
So you get $30,000 or $40,000 from this person. Are you still friends?
We are.
When's the last time you saw him, besides today?
I've seen Mr. Beale periodically over the last, well, actually, I've seen him a lot over the last 2 weeks, because when he left the hospital after his throat problems, because he had rented out his house in Arlington, he's staying in my guest room now.
Mr. Chairman, this is just an unbelievable story. I yield back.
I thank the gentleman. The gentleman is recognized.
What did you say?
He's staying in his guest house.
Beale is staying. Wait a minute. I know I didn't hear that. Beale is staying in your guest house?
Mr. Cummings, Mr. Beale needed a place to live in the area as he goes through these court proceedings, and his house that he had is rented out. And so,
you mean this is the guy that just paid the federal government $850-some thousand? He didn't have no place to go, and he's about to pay another $500-some thousand. He didn't have any place to go, so he came to you?
That's correct. That I agreed that he could stay in our guest room when he has either court proceedings, hearings, medical issues.
Are you married?
In the area.
Your wife agreed to that?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
You have a very understanding wife.